Before we get into this video, I have to ask you, do you do you really want a transparent company? And do you really understand what it's like to invest into a transparent company? I'll let you answer. Now let me talk. All right. Before we get into this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and also turn on post notifications so you know when I upload. Let's get into today's video. There is an important fact that we have to understand when it comes to Atlas Wallet and when it comes to LunaSky version 2. If LunaSky version 2 came out a month, 2 months, even a quarter after version 1 was released, it lets it be known to a lot of people that the team was probably incompetent and rushed the product that they released. The fact that they are waiting and it has been 2 quarters since version 2 of LunaSky will be coming out lets us know that LunaSky version 2 is doing things or they're going about things the right way. And when I'm talking about I'm talking about Sam and the team, the head guys, and the developers as well. I believe the developers are doing a great job. I believe they are doing the testing based off what I'm knowing, what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing. They are, when it comes to Atlas Wallet, we can step away from LunaSky and we can step to Atlas Wallet. We see they are on beta test build 5. And there's probably going to be 10. There could possibly even be 20. What this lets you know, and I've never gave the developer view on this, and I'm sorry about that because that's why a lot of you guys subscribe to my channel because you wanted to hear things from a developer point of view. From a developer's point of view, it's amazing that they did 5 builds. It is amazing that they did not release this product after 5 builds. There needs to be a lot of testing before we can even get to the point to where they're at, because let it be known, let it be heard, let it be echoed throughout your ear chambers that developers, when they are making these products, they are going through a bunch of tests. There are incremental tests going on within these build phases as well, just to make sure that different functionalities are working after they add on new functionality to what has already been currently built. Keep that in mind. Keep in mind that they're going to be that the testing phase is during the implementation phase. Sometimes the testing phase, ladies and gentlemen, is also during the design phase as well. And sometimes, and this is all to keep in mind. Keep in mind that, in fact, that there is a testing and maintenance phase at the very end of the implementation phase. This is before we even get to market. There's the planning, there's the designing, there's the implementation, there's the testing and maintenance. There's a lot of phases that are going on. These 4 phases that I just named have a thousand, not a thousand, but they have a lot of phases in between to make sure that they are done correctly. I am not opposed to what is going on right now. They're testing out the environments. They're testing out numerous of multiple things. They're doing the test scripts. They're doing the test preparations. They're analyzing, designing, and building and testing all these great things. I am focusing on testing because, guys, testing is important. Your favorite college football team doesn't play, or your favorite NFL team, your favorite team in general, doesn't play a game every year because there has to be an off season. The off season is not only a month because you are hiring, there's the free agency phase and there's also the draft as well. The season does not start right after the free agency and the draft because you have to now test out your new product. You have to test out your new quarterback. You have to test out your new running back, test out the new coaches. You got to test all these things before we get to the actual season. And the season doesn't even start till probably 5 months, even 6 months after the season has ended. And there's still preseason. That is the legit testing and maintenance phase. What they were doing after the season ended, design and planning. Once the season once the off season was taking place, when there was drafting and free agency, that's when there was implementing. They was starting to bring in these changes, changing the coaching, all that. And while you're doing that, you're also testing out these new things that you are adding in while implementing. Similar fashion with Atlas Wallet. So the time you usually are taking to do these full things to come out with these applications, 2 quarters minimum. 2 quarters minimum. It takes you 2 quarters minimum to get these things done. But in all actuality, if it's if you really want to reassure that it's done correctly and done to the T, and then it could take a year. Now, could it be done in 2 quarters? And it's beautifully done, and it's like it's perfection. Yes, when you have a whole bunch of seasoned veterans, and basically everybody that's a part of the team are seasoned veterans. I'm not saying Sam's not a seasoned veteran. I'm not saying Lord Black is not a seasoned veteran. I'm not saying, or Cody Black, my apologies. I'm not saying Paul is not a seasoned veteran. I'm not saying the dev team is not seasoned veterans, because even seasoned veterans will take a long time. But here's where I come back to the point in the question I asked you originally. Would we even be judging them if we knew that they was coming out with this product? This is where that transparency comes into play. See, your Apples, your Wells Fargos, your Bank of Americas, your Microsofts, your Googles, they don't tell you their plans until they're really truly into that testing phase. They're testing and they're barely in, like they're like midway to deep into their implementation phase. And that's because they're trying to do some small marketing before they get to the big marketing. They're trying to do a build up so that when that big marketing happens, there's a lot more eyes that are on it. Whereas Sam, the EverGrow team, they are built on transparency. So they let us know. I wouldn't say in the designing and planning stages. I would say post planning and I'll say post planning stage. They at least they plan this out. Sometimes they don't even plan things out. They ask for the community's response, and that's not a bad thing. The thing when they do those things, it's usually not things that take that much time to really go into, right? It's like a little fun thing like, hey, we're community centric. Let's bring in the community for this aspect, right? But when it comes to these products, they usually are talking about them once they're done with planning. And they're semi done with they're like halfway into designing, and I don't want to say they're not even into implementing, because you have teams, you have members of the team that are already implementing while the things are being designed. There is the design and implementation phase as well, but keep in mind that's still early. They're still think that's when that's still during the design phase. So that is when you are implementing, but also changing some of those implementations, or even throwing out the implementations that you did and bringing in a new. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with the team. I don't know. When I'm saying I don't know what's going on with the team, I'm not saying that it's taking forever for them to bring out this product. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm stating is I don't get text messages about what's going on. I don't get emails about meetings that are happening for EverGrow coin. So this is all unbiased. This is all just me looking at it from a clear lens of not being too far in and not being too far out. Do I have some money invested in? Yes, but not a lot of money. EverGrow coin is not my biggest bag, but I do want that bag to go up just like the rest of them. All right, so there is that that's thrown in there as well. But like I said, it's also the bias that they're not my biggest bag, right? So back to the point. Back to what is how should we feel about EverGrow coin? And how should we feel about the fact that Atlas, while it's not out yet, and LunaSky version 2 is not out yet? Some of you guys have not been tripping. Some of y'all have not even like batted an eye at the fact that it's not out yet. And some of y'all have. But y'all also bought into EverGrow coin believing that they were going to be extremely transparent. That transparency means that they will probably let you know things before they even started fully until they're actually done with them. They're going to tell you things before they're done with them, probably. That transparency means that we're going to let you know everything that's going on. You said I want to know everything that's going on in the team. That's what you said when you heard transparency. That's probably where your mind went to. You didn't hear, I'm gonna be in the dark, but the products are gonna be good, or I'm gonna be in the dark, so I gotta trust the team and just hope that products are good. That's not what you heard. You heard the transparency is a lot. They're going to be very transparent, and I'm gonna know everything that's going on when they are making these products, basically. I'm gonna know what products are coming out. I'm gonna know the date it comes out. I'm gonna know this, that, and the fourth. But there's some things that the team can't share with you that are legally, it's legal reasons why they shouldn't. And there's some things that they will share with you that are going to make you impatient. But then again, that's why you bought in. So, and I'm not saying don't you it's I'm not saying control your impatience because or your patience because your impatience is what's leading you to FUD EverGrow coin. I'm not stating that at all. There's Crator that came out, or that there's the Crator thing, that situation that happened, and that is something to be reasonably upset about. But LunaSky is version 2. It was version 1 that went out, and it wasn't even they told you version 2 was coming out, right? And right now, I just believe they're testing it. Believe they're testing that. It's clear and evident that they're testing and still implementing Atlas Wallet. But at the same time, we got to make sure that they test them. We have to be happy that they're testing it so that we can also be happy that when it comes out, there's not going to be errors. We got to be happy because we also need to make sure. I think the painkillers, the pain points that we need to push towards the team, push towards Sam, Paul, and Lord Black is, hey, is this thing going to be faster than everything else? Is it going to have better numbers, not profit? Not profit. Is it going to have better functionality services than the other options, than other options that are out? So it actually has that we have a reason to say, come to us. Because what do y'all, this is a good, this is, I'm talking to the investors. I'm not talking to Sam or Paul right now, all right? What do you guys say? What do y'all use? What was people using to sell other cryptocurrencies in DeFi during the rage and the bullishness of the crypto market and the DeFi market? This currency offers higher rewards. That's what y'all said. Y'all didn't say, y'all did not say, oh, the community's awesome. Now we're saying that because you need a strong community to survive these type of crypto storm. But what were you using to convince other people to come over? 10% for every transaction that happens on the blockchain comes to your wallet. You're lying. 16%. What? 17%. No way. 18%. What did we do it for staking? 10% APY. No way. 1,000% APY. No way. 30,000% APY. Oh, I gotta buy. That's what the numbers. It's the numbers. So if you want to push anything, push them to have better numbers than everybody else. But guess what that comes with? Guess what it comes with, ladies and gentlemen? That also comes with it's going to take longer to develop. You're going to have to do a lot of testing. You're going to have to do a lot of planning and a lot of designing. So if you want better, be prepared for longer waits. All right. That's all I'm saying for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when I upload. This is the Scripted Legend signing out. Sam, hope you're killing it. I hope everything's going good with Atlas Wall and LunaSky. I'm invested in y'all, so I'm expecting that. Paul, you're doing a great job running the Discord. I'm loving it. Black, you're doing a great job thus far being an operations manager, and I know you're excited to have even more products that release under your name so that you can have that on your resume and stuff like that. You're doing so. I know you're willing to put in the work. Dev team, be great. It's great. It's tough being the dev team. It's tough being the guys that don't talk to the clients, or don't talk. Yeah, they don't really talk to the investors. My fault. They don't talk to the stakeholders and the investors, and they just kind of sit in the tunnel and just work and stuff like that. I know it's tough. Keep pushing, and keep developing to the best of your abilities, because that's how you build those relationships. That's how you build those connections and stakeholders. Just keep in mind, the values of why you invested in. If EverGrow coin leaves those values, sell. If they stay in those values, keep buy or hold. Hold or buy. All right, that's all I'm gonna state. I also understand though that things do happen in our day-to-day lives to where we do need to sell our bags and take our profits and go home. Honestly, if you sell, I don't really care. I have I sold prematurely? Yes. Have I unsold, where basically I hodled prematurely, and in that sense as well, that I held too long. When even when I saw the signs that this token is leaving what they said they were going to do, they left their values, or B, the token's just not even in like it's maxed out its value. This is max value area. Yep, I've done that as well. So I've been in both seats, all right? And some can argue I'm in that seat right now, all right? I see y'all comments. But anyways, I love y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed. Scripted Legend signing out. Be sure to leave a like, comment, question of the day. How many of you guys have developed a project? All right, and seen it through all the way to the end. It could be, yeah, I created a car. It could be, hey, I put together my chair. I put that chair together real nicely. That desk chair I got, I did that real nice. I put together my bed, and think about how, and go ahead and share that project that you did. Just share the title of what you did, but also think to yourself though. Think to yourself the planning and the designing, because even you had to look at the paper. You had to figure out the steps and plan out how you was going to do it. And then when you designed it, you had to figure out how to make sure that you did everything, make sure everything was functionally correct and in the right spot, and you didn't accidentally miss a step in the planning and the implementation and how you tested it. I think of all those things, and then you said, "Hey, here, wifey, or here, hubby, or here, me. Here's that chair. Love you all. Peace."